people who try to sort of simplistically look at the manatee issue try to put, boats against manatees, or Save the Manatee Club against boats. And I think really there's nothing that could be further from the truth. Save the Manatee Club has always supported responsible boating. The thing that we've always recognized is that there has to be a balance, and there have to be good rules in the right places, and people have to adhere to those rules in order for manatees to be protected. Putting up a speed zone and not being able to ensure compliance with it is not a recipe for success. And so, there's a lot of interest in understanding if speed zones are effective, and that's a worthwhile goal, and certainly something that's good to look at. But it's not a simple equation when you think about the fact that speed zones, they're negotiated, through it. It's not purely a scientific process, it's a public policy process. And so there might not always be a zone that goes in somewhere where the data might justify it. So when you think about a zone being effective, is a zone even where it needs to be? And then you think about compliance. In some areas, compliance is less than 50%. So it's important when we think about these things to understand that they are complicated issues. But the things that we can control as boaters, as anyone using the waterway, regardless of whether or not there's a speed zone someplace, always looking out for manatees. And there are so many boaters who do this, and so many of our supporters are boaters who love being out on the water. That's an important part of the Florida lifestyle, is boating, whether you're power boating, sailing, kayaking, but being out there and enjoying the environment and seeing the animals. And we very much support that. The waterway is a lot more complicated than a road. When you have a road, you've got traffic moving in a line one way and traffic moving in a line the other way. You look at a lot of our waterways, oh my goodness, there are so many vessels, and they're moving in different directions and different speeds. And you think about being a manatee, it's not just the same as a deer trying to cross a road where you've got two directions of traffic and just those couple lanes to cross. I mean, manatees, they're encountering all different kinds of vessels moving all around the waterway. It's very complicated. So, the biggest advocate that manatees have is boaters that are responsible and are just looking for them. And, we or the Fish and Wildlife Commission or any of the other agencies are not trying to ruin boating or stop boating, but just like anything, you've got to have good rules and regulations in place, not only to keep animals safe, but to protect the environment and to protect humans. Florida doesn't have the best track record when it comes to human boating safety. So, these are all really important factors, but I think it's, we want people to understand that we are not anti-boating, but we are pro safe boating and responsible boating, and we are pro manatee protection, and we do think that there's a way for that to be done.